maximum security, glamour, and beauty to the national colors. Thank you very much, the parade commander of today, Honorable Lieutenant Colonel Asimwe, for doing this at your best. She's now handing over to the parade to IC to march off the parade.
Thank you so much, Ma'am. Honorable Lieutenant Colonel Evelyn Ureje Asimwe, for a wonderful demonstration. She has now handed over to the parade second in command, Major Miriam Makelo Pio. Is now moving out under the command of the parade second in command. Her Excellency, Ma'am, I I would like to recognize the presence of Lieutenant General Samo Kiding, the Deputy Chief of Defense Forces. Lieutenant General Jack Agonza Makasumba, the Chief Joint Staff. Major General William Bino Mugisha, the Commander of Military Police. Major General James Chinalwa, the Joint Staff Human Resource. He is also a Member of Parliament elect for the 12th Parliament. Brigadier General S.M. Bagonza, the Chief of Staff, Land Forces. You're most welcome. Brigadier General Mwanjesa Chiranda, the Chief of Staff, Reserve Forces. You're most welcome, sir. Brigadier General Fred Mwesije, the Commander, 1 Infantry Division. You're most welcome, sir. Brigadier Wycliffe Keita, the Joint Chief of Staff, Training and Doctrine. You're welcome. Brigadier General Richard Karemire is the Chief of Formal Education, Culture and Sports within the UPDF. Thank you so much for coming. Brigadier General Godwin Karugaba, the Joint Staff Logistics, you are welcome. Major General Joseph Musoke Semwanga, the Deputy Chief of Land Forces, you are much welcome, sir.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Please allow me also to recognize some of the great mobilizers in Kampala. These are Nabugabo Abdil. They are seated there in the pavilion. Nabugabo Abdil Joint Venture. They brought a team of more than 1,000 people to this function. You are welcome. And their managing director is Mr. Hamza Senyondo. Your Excellency, among the great women we have in Kampala, we have the Right Honorable Margaret Nantongo Ziwa, who was once the Speaker, East African Legislative Assembly. Your Excellency, we also have the Secretary to the Equal Opportunities Commission, Dr. Sharif Nasa Mukwaya. Your Excellency, the women who are here have come from all the districts of Uganda. Therefore, Afande, you are most welcome to this function, and we are proud to have you here. We've been talking about you as one of the empowered women of Uganda that we have. We have, in a special way, we are recognizing the women from the oil city, Hoima. They came with a total of 62 people mobilized by the Minister of State Public Service, Honorable Mary Grace Mugasa. Your Excellency, we thank you. The theme for this function in Kiswahili now, Your Excellency, is kuimarisha uwekezaji ili kutoa fursa kwa kuzingatiwa haki kwa wanawake na wasichana wote nchini Uganda. That is, scaling up investment to accelerate access to justice for all women and girls in Uganda. Your Excellency, we are showing you that in Uganda we are learning Kiswahili very fast. Your Excellency, we would now like to hand over to the Director of Ceremonies. We have been Assistant Directors of Ceremonies. My name is Alice Abwoli Muwanguzi, Special Presidential Assistant in the Office of the President. Yeah, as the Director of Ceremonies comes, I would like to recognize the presence of the retired General Kale Kaihura, who was our Inspector General of Police, and retired Brigadier General Rebecca Mpachi.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, retired Major Jessica Alupo, Your Lordship, the Chief Justice, the Right Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Deputy Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda, the Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement, the leader of the opposition party in Parliament, Honorable Ministers, Members of Parliament, Your Royal Highnesses, traditional and cultural leaders, religious leaders, Your Excellencies, the Ambassadors and High Commissioners, religious leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm greatly honored to be the Director of Ceremonies as Uganda joins the rest of the world to celebrate the International Women's Day 2026. I'm sincerely privileged to have stood on this pulpit for the last 10 years as a Director of Ceremonies. I appreciate the appointing authority for giving me this very great opportunity to perform this responsibility. Today, as we celebrate and recognize the contribution of women to national development, regional integration, and the achievement of the global sustainable goals, our focus today is scaling up investment to accelerate access to justice for all women and girls in Uganda. Indeed, as we scale up justice, we have to recognize where we've come from. Uganda was privileged to be one of the first countries in Africa to provide opportunity for women to take a center stage in the leadership of the country, to determine and shape policies that favor women in the economic development of our country. The struggle for women emancipation and gender equality started way back in the 1946. In 1998, the Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination was able to constitute in New York. We are lucky and privileged today to have one of those who represented us in one of these struggles in Mexico. There was a special presidential assistant who I would wish to recognize today because we are lucky she's still available and present. Special Presidential Assistants of Police, Nakavira Jane Nance, represented us in Mexico in 1975. She is around. I wish to request her to step forward over there so that we can give her a big hand of applause. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, our demand for equal rights and access to justice is not just a modern fashion. It is a way, a pathway through which Uganda would be able to develop faster. We have been able to see how women have progressed from the time the NRM government allowed them to participate in all areas of socio-economic development. As the Vice President was moving around the stores, we have been able to progress from no earning any income or earning a coin at all, set by our tradition.